Take you to a media briefing by the Minister of Police, Bheki Cele. It has to do with reports of purportedly that SABC members are apparently unhappy about the recent promotions and regrading process that benefited a certain category of members within the service. Let's listen in.
The speech on the 15th May in the Parliament, so we're progressing. And this is the beginning, not the end. And we will be going forward, making sure that we are making better the lives of our members. Thanks.
Thank you very much for that address. Thank you very much, Minister, for that address. We now move into the second session of this media briefing, where we take questions and answers. Members of the media, I'm going to request that you please confine your questions to what we are doing here this morning and any papers. And can you also please identify your name and the number of the organization? Moving on first, second. We'll take those two questions now.
Simnigi from The Citizen. Good morning, sir. I wanted to know, you might have mentioned some of it in your speech, but what exactly are the contingency measures should there be a disruption of the operations of SABC?
The gentleman at the back.
Good morning, my name is Kaya Ogo. I'm from the Star newspaper. I'd like to find out from the president of SABC what reservations the union had for not signing the agreement in December last year. Thanks.
Anyone else before we allow for responses? Minister, over to you.
Well, the question from Citizen. Good morning, Citizen. Good morning, Citizen. What would happen? We don't have information. So we're not going to have a shadow boxing. No members of the South African police that we have evidence that will either go slow. I've heard it in the social media, that is that, and as I'm saying, those are faceless calls. Unfortunately or fortunately, I'm not in the social media at all, but I've been told what people are saying. And I'm in contact with these members every day. Nobody has indicated. And we are taking these precautions to make sure that our members are not fooled. Nobody tells them something that is not there. So we're not going to waste our energy instead of doing the work, having a shadow boxing of something that we don't know that is going to happen. So we're not going to be preparing for something that does not exist. Our preparations is that our members must be prepared for elections that are coming, must prepare for big operations that we're doing at the present moment. We know we have a big operation in Mamelodi that is yielding good fruit and all those. We have serious work that we're doing with the South African police members in KZN, a lot of arrests trying to stop the political killings. We have a big job to do in the Western Cape with the anti-gang. So our energies will be spent on that rather than having a shadow boxing here. Thanks.
The reasons why we did not sign the agreement, 3. But let me really thank the Minister for having made a very progressive and a good policy decision that you took last year. The problem which we have now, it is the implementation part of the decision that you have made. And on that agreement, you will see that a certain class of people were left out. And we have indicated this as early as before the agreement was signed. 1, it was the issue of the explosive unit, it is the issue of the bomb disposals, it is the issue of the canines who forms part of the entourage that really looks after the very important people. And these are the people who goes to the crime scenes first, or the venue where the very important people goes into. So if there is any explosive which is to take place, the first people to be killed in that environment, it will be this group of people. And we requested that they form part of the very same agreement But if you look at that agreement, they were all job graded at the same period. But after they have been graded at the same period, they are now not being paid retrogressive from the 1st of November as the rest. They are made to wait with the rest of the people, I think, on the 1st of March 2019. We raised those issues. I was on television on this matter, and I raised these issues on television as well. That was last year in December. But nonetheless, we are the minority union. If a decision is taken between the two parties that have got authority, the agreement was signed in exclusion of those people whom we have mentioned. And now this issue have then been interpreted by the same members outside there. It's not us. It's the members who have interpreted this to look the way it is. The same way we saw it.
Thank you very much for that response. Are there any other questions before we close? Just the one lady, and after the question we close the Q&A session.
No, but before that, I hear the President. Maybe the President can fight on timing, because all these that talk about are categorized. That this financial year we promote this financial year, and the document is here. They did not sign, but the document is here. I don't want to be left as if is truth and nothing but truth, to say that it was not taken on board the rest of the people. Yes, not at the same time. Yes, delayed, but yes, coming.
Okay, I'm Master Korashaka from ENCA. Either Mr. Vinika or the Minister can answer. I just want to know, for the planned industrial action on Monday, what is the feel that you're getting from members? Are they going to go ahead, or has this now been cancelled? Have you agreed for them to go to keep to their post?
I don't organize industrial activity, so I can't talk on it. What I know is that members of the South African police are at work. That's what I know.
I think the police, through its own crime intelligence, they will be able to gather sufficient information to see what is it that is going to happen on Monday. But what we have said as an organization, we have a duty. Our responsibility is to make sure that South Africans are safe and that they feel that they are safe. And what we did after all these things to receive our officers, we made sure that we communicate. And I can tell you now, as we speak here, our office, the national office bearers, are in the office since 10 o'clock last night. We were busy trying to talk to those people whom we can identify. Is there going to be a strike on Monday? I don't know. We have spoken to them that they should not. But there are better avenues that they can use. One, they have the right to assemble and demonstrate, but with the element of peace, and march to the president. This is one of the calls that I'm making, to march to the president's office and raise their issues. The second one is that they have got the right to apply for picketing during lunchtime. We told them that that is your right too. But to go on strike, they are rendering an essential services, they are not allowed to do so.
Thank you very much for the response. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our business this morning. Thank you very much for your contributions, and have a good day further.
Are we done? Okay. That was quick.
Yeah.
I want more, man.
More questions.
Oh, kuza laba bakho ba 101 manje. Abafuna ukukhuluma nathi la. Ezinye izinto sifike nawe thina sizelele. Ezinye izinto ezakho.
All right, it's a very enthusiastic Minister of Police there wanting more questions.
Talk some more.
It has to do with there's been this social media reporting about SABC members planning to embark on a strike action, and it has to do with certain promotions and regrading issues. But we're told now that the police strike has been called off. Yeah. All right. So that was that briefing by the Minister of Police as well as the National Commissioner General Cele.